Well, folks, we're here today in Sudbury with Gaston. Gaston,
Nice to meet you, Nick.
where are we today?
In
Your
Hanmer.
backyard?
It is my backyard, by the way. It's 1,200 feet from my house, actually.
You got the beautiful runway and everything. Tell me a little bit about the club and the history of the club.
The club started in 2003, 10 years ago. Actually, this year is our 10th anniversary. This strip here was strictly sandy clay, so we hired a farmer to till it, and then we seeded it, and we've got 800 feet of runway, about 90 feet wide. Every Sunday I'll be cooking if the weather permits, and we'll have people here flying or racing cars. We have a very good time.
Keith, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great.
Now, you've got a fantastic helicopter here. How long have you been flying?
This is my third season now, going on my third season.
And is it quite difficult to get into like flying a helicopter like that?
I've probably got about 3,000 hours of simming time in.
And does that really help with the sim?
If you didn't sim, I don't think you'd be able to fly one.
And is it always like a learning experience as you sim and sim?
I learn new moves and I work on Piro flips is the move I've been trying to master. So I spend hours and hours a day, usually. When the weather's not good, I put in at least an hour. Without the sim, I don't think I'd be flying how I am now. And hopefully in a couple of years, I'd like to be at like a Colin Bell level.
Okay, now you were mentioning to me earlier that you actually just picked up a sponsorship for a helicopter.
When I first got in the hobby, I was flying Gaui helicopters for a little bit that I bought on my own. And I kept putting them in the ground and I had some problems. So I took the electronics out of one of them and I bought a Chaos 600 from Scale Flying, or RC Aerodyne's another name, so scaleflying.com. And on my third flight, I had a little bit of a mishap. The tail boom exploded, and so I kind of built a bit of a relationship with Cliff, the owner, and he sent me a free one. And this winter, I was talking to him and saying, I'm getting better at flying, and what would it take for me to get sponsored? So he asked to see a bio and some info. So I sent him my RC Canada bio, I sent him some video footage, and he took me on.
Do you have other helicopters besides this one as well?
Yeah, this is basically my smallest. I have two other helicopters at home. I have a Chaos 600 and a Chaos 700.
Now, being smaller, obviously a smaller helicopter is more difficult to fly.
It's difficult, it's a handful. Just started flying it this year. It's taken me some getting used to it. It's my 600 is 5-6 times easier to fly than that, I'd say.
And is that strictly because of the size?
Yeah, it gets small fast. It's fast. It's very reactive. Pretty easy to put it in the ground, but I haven't yet, so I'll...
Yeah, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Once again, Keith, thanks a lot. Yeah, man, talking about racing cars, you have a off-road dirt track as well. And it's a beautiful track, folks. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Some of the members, probably half of the members, wanted a racetrack, and we discussed it, and we talked to the aircraft members and so on. And we took a vote and decided that, okay, we'll go ahead and do it. And the track is 560 feet long.
You probably even go to like a fifth scale on it, probably at the most.
It's 12 feet wide, so we can use a fifth scale. But we see that most people enjoy quite a bit the 1/8 and 1/10 scale.
Yeah, so they can jump a little higher.
Yeah, we got nice bumps, and we have banks that are like 5 feet high, so people like it.
Last time we came up here was for the Max to watch all the 3D flying. That was a few years ago. Why is Sudbury turning into such a hub for RC? I mean, you really don't have the weather, but when you do have the weather, it seems to be very busy up here.
I think it has to do with how friendly people are up north. We are very accommodating. We try hard. We do have a good reputation for that.
So it's a real good community out here of RC flyers. Everybody works together.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
And now you do have a website.
Yes.
If somebody wants to get a hold of you and come up and visit, do you have to be a member to fly up here, or can you just
If you
come
only
up and
fly
visit?
two or three times, not a problem. You come here for a visit, no problem. You can fly free. You don't have to join. But if you come here every weekend, well, that's a different story.
So where can we get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me on my on our website, greatersudburymodelers.com.
Well, Gaston, once again, thank you very much. What a great track. I mean, and he is right. Hospitality up in Sudbury, in the Sudbury area. Great. I love all the people here. Make sure you check out his website, folks, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Thank you.